Take the chain off of that. It's basically a war scythe. A one-handed to hand and a half version. Instead of being like a big 7-foot thing, Grim Reaper style weapon. We're basing it off the exotic weapon Dwarven War Axe for damage and critical.
Excelsior!
So basically a war scythe. And I've already cleared a mount I can get later in game with her. And how much it will cost my character to get it and get it summoned and fully taxed. Full price. That will be his eventual mount. A demon horse or a demonic horse with cloven hooves. Light warhorse. Okay? And roughly it's the wrong weapon in his hand. But that's roughly what I'm going for character look. Or if the face wasn't all jank, I told her that's how I would love his armor to look. And since you've played D&D before, Punisher, you know how tieflings will also for food eat bones, marrow, blubber, you know, all that kind of shit, right? I am still running with this episode.
Hello everyone, Punisher Knight here, hoping I can be heard. Let me check my mixer and see what it says. Oh yeah, and let me turn off the air unit real quick. Alright, that should be better on the audio front. But hope everyone is doing great tonight. Camera's in a little bit different place. I think it'll help with the build portion, but awesome. Thank you for that confirmation, William. But hope everyone is doing great tonight. We are going to be building a Gundam kit. It is for Jerbear. I actually realized I had a few promise kits built up that I need to build for people, so going forward for the next few Fridays, we're going to have what I call For a Friend Friday. So this is what we're going to be building tonight. It's from the original Gundam series. It's really cool. Yeah, rocking the Dragon Ball. Kamehameha Wave. Before we get into it though, I thought I got my new order of comics in today, and it's 2 months worth of comics, so I thought I would start off by just showing what I have going on there. So let's go ahead and switch to the build cam. But before we get into it, I need some energy, so I'm going to be doing goat fuel, which is a little bit unique because it doesn't have caffeine, but it has mushrooms in it instead. And it actually works pretty well. I'm trying to not have as obsessive amount of caffeine every day. But how you doing today, William? Alright, so we'll go through the comics real quick, and then we will... Yeah, I hadn't heard of it before either. They have it at Target, though. And that's where I saw it and tried it the other night. Tried pineapple something. It was really good. It helped me get through work really well. So, got a couple more cans and trying out some more flavors. Alright, so first up we have issue number 1 of Power Rangers Unlimited. It looks pretty awesome. I'm not really sure what's going on in it yet, but it's hard to go wrong with some Power Rangers. Then we got a few issues of Spawn here. This is issue 342. Then we have issue 343. Sorry, just thought about 343, the studio. And then we have 344. After that, this should be my last issue of Spider-Man I'm getting. I like Spider-Man, and I just don't read Spider-Man that much, so I canceled my subscription to Spider-Man, but that's my last issue of that. And then we get into my new What If comics. They don't have the titles of what the What If is on these, so not exactly sure. But we have a What If with Moon Knight. And this is a What If with Loki, and that's Salter in the background. This one's a little bit self-explanatory. This one is What If, and it looks like if Ben Grimm got Venom, which I have to say that would be pretty mean. And then What If Spider-Gwen. And then we got a couple issues of Magic the Gathering. The first one is issue number 1 of Planeswalker Noble. And then we got issue number 1 of Planeswalker Notorious. And it forms a cool little art right there. And then I am behind on Venom, so this is actually 3 months worth of Venom. So we got issue 19, issue 20, which this run of Venom has been pretty crazy, to be honest. The cover arts haven't been intriguing to me as much as previous runs. What is that? Okay, we'll worry about that later. We got 22. But the actual artwork inside as well as the story has been really, really good. 23. This one has a pretty cool cover. And this is the last new comic. Issue 24 of Venom. And it looks like there's a new series called Who Are the Gods? But that is the new run of comics. The only other new things this week is I got this in because I wanted to show Impy, but I didn't want to reorder HBO just to show it to her. Amazing movie. If anyone hasn't seen it, it pulls off what Batman vs. Superman and the new Flash movie both were trying to do but didn't quite pull off. New Flash wasn't terrible, but Batman vs Superman. Hey, Days, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. And thank you, Payne, for the raid. I believe that's what just happened. My alerts are a little off. Yep, awesome. I thought that's what that sound was. Thank you, Payne. Welcome, welcome. I just got done showing off the new comics that I just pulled got in the mail. And then I was talking about this Flashpoint before we got into the build. If anyone hasn't seen this, though, it is quite awesome. I was just saying how it pulls off what the new Flash movie and then the Snyder Batman vs Superman tried to. All in one movie, too. But this is what we're getting into today. I'm starting what we're calling For a Friend Friday, where I'm doing different builds that are promised to other people. So this one is for Jerbear. I am going to be doing a custom paint job to make it look like his mech on Armor Core 6. I have built one of these before, but I realized I didn't record it. At the time, I didn't think too many people were interested in the Universal Century arc, which that was very dumb of me. That's one of the strongest Gundam fan bases. But that is from OG Gundam. I'm not going to have to do too much detail work because of it is going to be getting a complete paint job. It's going to be the same colors Payne loves, red and black. But for the For a Friend Friday, we'll be mixing in Gundams, other model kits, as well as customs on DC figures. So that should keep me busy on Fridays for a while. Alright. Oh, I need my kit stand, or my runner stand. Very useful tool. These are adjustable. And you can put your runners in them. I've seen lots of options for what people do for their runners, but for me, this is by far the best. But other than all that, how's everyone doing? William said he's doing fine. What game was that he said he was playing? I might have been in Payne's stream, he mentioned that. I think it was Goose Goose Duck. Or Duck Duck Goose. Either way, I heard of the video game of that. Oh yeah, the DC figures is all you. I probably won't be doing too many of my own things on Fridays until I get caught up, because I am behind. But, so, Fridays for a while are going to be For a Friend Friday. Got my alliteration and getting projects done. Since my schedule has changed, it's so hard for me to have time to build, to be honest. For those who don't know, I'm still working my third shift, but I'm working 4 10s instead of 3 14s, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's manageable. But in addition to that, during the day, I'm also watching my 5-month-old while MP is at work. So the combination of both of those is a little bit exerting. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that the other day. I think you said it was on PC and mobile, I believe. This does have a pretty cool manual, to be honest. Oh, I'm sure that sounded great and hit the mic very hard. This is a pretty quick build, so we might... I don't know. We might do something else that's a little bit different build. I have some other random things like a Mr. Mime and a Cheshire Cat that I've had under my desk for a while, so maybe we'll get into one of those, but this is a fun but pretty simple build. Alright, I already got my snips and blade. I'm gonna get the mic out of the way. Carefully. Alright. And then another swig of goat fuel. Oh yeah, I forgot I have music. Similar to the music that Days picked out last week. What was that? Similar to that one. I'm gonna turn this down. It's hard for me to hear. Let me know if y'all can hear the music and still hear me at the same time. But awesome, looking forward to getting that. I'm going to do how you showed me that you did, Payne, where you have a sticker book. I'm just waiting to get the right book, but I like that idea quite a bit. So I will be adapting that myself. I don't think this is the same exact list that Dave sent me last week. It could be. I couldn't find the link. But either way, it's definitely similar to what he sent me. It reminded me of a PC game that I was playing there for a little bit. Alright, let's set up where I can see my chat over here. Music is a bit low, thank you for that. Let me know how that is. Okay, so you want me to explain the stickers? Let me put this piece in real quick. Okay. So this one right here is Botan, which is basically the Grim Reaper in the Yu Yu Hakusho universe. This one most people here will recognize as it is one of Payne's. And then right beside it here is Zeta Gundam from USA Gundam Shop stickers. Up here is half Epion, half Wing Gundam, which is the main protagonist and antagonist of Endless Waltz. Then we got Mewtwo, we got a classic Daredevil cover, we got a sticker from Junji Ito, sorry if I mispronounced that, manga called Uzumaki, which is very scarring. And then this guy who's coming up, that is from Dragon Ball. That is actually Grandpa Gohan. And then we got a nice Charizard sticker there. And then this is one of my favorites. It's from Chainsaw Man. Awesome manga, and the anime is pretty great as well. Awesome. Glad to hear about the music. But if there's any of those stickers you want to know more about, feel free to let me know. Pretty much anything on there I like talking about. Do you need 1 7 or 2 7? We need both 7s. 121. What would that fourth option be, Payne? And okay, 19 and 16. Definitely remember we need that lined up well. Later the treads to the tank could go in there. Or maybe it just has to go anywhere other than that. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Ah, we did need that other 21. Curses. And then 16. Is it like a sticker that you're doing, or... I'm assuming a sticker, but I just want to make sure I'm following properly. And this first step right here, if I remember, is literally the most complicated part of the whole build. The rest of it is a pretty quick and simple build. I am glad to be actually recording it this time though. And since this is going to have some additional mods to it, I probably will end up making this a full-length video. Or full-length quick build, I should say. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure if it was like a emoji or emote or something like that, but yeah, awesome. Where do you get your stickers made through? You probably already told me at one point, but... because they are very high quality. I'm not worried about it peeling off whatsoever. Sticker mule. Okay. I'm guessing it's not like your merch site though, where it's just like made on order, but probably more like you make your design, order it bulk at once. So that's B5 and 10. Ah, okay. I was looking at the wrong numbers. It's for the smaller piece that's right there. Okay, that system makes sense, to be honest. That's how a lot of merch shops used to be too. So it's cool, like, that they have options where you don't have to have that initial big investment for merch. Stickers are a little bit more manageable to do that with, though. And I was looking at my YouTube channel the other day and I actually realized that my 3-year anniversary of returning to YouTube is, I think, in 10 days from today. I thought that was pretty neat, though. I think my initial stuff just passed on like 9 years. Thank you, man. It is definitely a very fun hobby to have. And luckily at my size, I get to avoid all of the unnecessary YouTube drama. So far, I don't think anyone's made a hate video on me on YouTube. I do have a hate video made, or a few hate videos made on me on TikTok though, which I find hilarious. Having my first person hate me enough to make a little mini series about me was a nice little achievement. I mean, I never go out seeking to offend people, but if me living the way I live is offensive, then there's not too much I'm going to do about it. I made a comment on some random person's video, and it was in support of the person in the video. And then he made a video of just like a black screen with my comment, like trying to ridicule me. Making all kinds of assumptions that are very, very wrong about me, but nothing that was like to the point of being defamatory or getting upset about. Oh, did I put that on backwards? No, I didn't. Okay. But he did try to insult my channel and things like that, which I found hilarious as well. Basically saying that I needed to be more into politics instead of like playing with toys and things like that. Which, I don't talk about politics very much, but I've actually been very into politics since I was like 8 years old. Now I kind of regret being into it when I was a kid, but Should have just spent my youth enjoying being a kid. But just because I don't let it be my whole personality doesn't mean I'm not interested in it, you know? Yep. Thank you for that, William. This wasn't too long ago. It's probably been like 4 or 5 months. And that guy's whole channel was nothing but him like taking comments from other people's channels and trying to get people to go to his page to have like to go defend themselves. So I'm not even sure if the channel's still around. It was definitely a toxic channel, and just used stupid tactics to try to get people to go to his page to get clout. But they themselves were quite confused about what they were even trying to accuse me of. I'm very envious of that pain. I wish I could just ignore it. I often try to. That pulls me back in with its nonsense. Censoring it on there. Let me pull it up right here. See, it wasn't on YouTube, thankfully. Someone's starting crap with me on YouTube, I would take a little bit more seriously. Because YouTube is like my main outlet. It's my main social media, too. I don't really care about Facebook or X or Threads or anything else. But YouTube is my main social media that I enjoy. So someone besmirching me on there, I would take a little bit more seriously, not to the point of getting mad or anything like that, but TikTok though. My TikToks are just videos I make on my shorts from YouTube put onto TikTok. I don't make content specifically for TikTok. Now, if someone wanted to give me some money to make some TikTok specific videos, I'm listening, but otherwise it's just reposting my YouTubes. Alright, we got that part down, page 1. Let's get our threads. There's not too many Gundams that have like a whole tank base to them. But in the mythos of Gundam, this technically came out before like a Gundam came out. RX-78 came out after Guntank, if I'm not mistaken. And RX-78 is our Grandpa Gundam, as we call him. Unfortunately, once you put the treads on here, they do not move. I believe on the master grade it's the same way too. The larger scale, I believe the treads are not moving, non-moving. Now we have the whole base done. Yeah, exactly. The main reason I have a Twitter, or TikTok, I should say, is just to drive people to YouTube. Exactly correct there. And there's nothing wrong with treading lightly on subjects, William. I used to do that on pretty much everything, and now I do that on things I don't know too much about or that I know will make certain people uncomfortable. As long as it doesn't hinder me from being me. When I was younger, I used to be better about caring about guarding people's feelings a little bit more than now. I'm the kind of person where I'd rather someone be blunt and like forthcoming with me, so I try to give other people the same courtesy. Of course, certain people I know I can be a little bit more blunt, and certain people kind of need the Disney gloves when they hear certain things, but so I guess I do still kind of tailor messages to the audience, but still saying what needs to be said. But anyways, this Gundam actually, I don't know if they make any kits that do it, but he actually combines with other kits to make bigger robots, which I find pretty awesome. That's not too common within the Gundam universe. The original run of Gundam, though, is pretty wild, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what pattern I'm supposed to do the red and black on this yet. I'm hoping I can get a picture of his mech and try to mimic it as much as possible. But luckily, red and black paint are things that I have an abundance of. Oh, I forgot that I haven't advertised this on Twitch or anything, or Discord or anything. Oops. I probably should have told the person that I'm building the kit for, too. I guess it's not too late. Let me advertise real quick. If I don't destroy my whole room in the process. Now just a couple of pastes and we are ready to get back into it. Discord willing. Luckily, I don't have too many places to broadcast. Okay. While I'm currently on my computer, let's drop some stars and get back into the build. And currently we are building the arm units. And he's got some arms. One of them looks just like Barrett's from Final Fantasy. I think this would be a pretty fun master grade to build, but I try to limit myself on those master grades because of not only do they cost a good bit more, but they take up a decent amount of space too. But I am most of the way done building a full Gundam Wing Endless Waltz crew. I think I have Shenlong left, and then I also need to build Epion. Which I was lucky enough to get Epion with the work gift card. So purchasing wise, it's just Shenlong. Which is pretty manageable. But I did... yeah, it was inspired by you, Days. I did beat Final Fantasy 16 last night, though. I thought I was going to beat it the previous night, but that finals chapter was super long. But the game itself was amazing. It was a little bit hard for me to get into the beginning of the game. Nothing wrong with the game itself, just didn't grasp me at first, but by the time the third act rolled around, I I'm guessing this isn't the same one that you shared with me then, Dave, since you're commenting on it, but it definitely was one that was inspired by it. I couldn't find the link that you sent me last time, though. Alright. But his arm reminds me of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. Or I guess it would be, since Final Fantasy VII is 90s, that Barrett's arm reminds me of Guntank. For those who don't know, the original Gundam series is actually from the 70s. Late 70s, but still 70s. Which is all the more impressive that it holds up. And that some people still swear by it over new stuff. The visualization looks very similar to what you sent me before. It has that whole synthwave, like, 80s aesthetic. Before we paint this kit, though, I will end up pretty much taking the whole kit back apart. I will sand down these nubs. I'm probably going to fill in some of these lighter pieces with a heavy grade fingernail polish on the inside just to add some weight to it. And then we will wash the outside to get the chemicals from the factory off, as well as my finger oils. And then we will paint this bad guy. Can't say I ever thought I'd be doing a custom Guntank for someone, but pretty excited about it, but nonetheless. I love the clapping snare there. Yeah, I definitely agree, especially when it comes to music and movies. And overall aesthetic too. 80s had a few different popular aesthetics that have come back a couple of times, if not currently in fashion themselves. I only lived through 7 months of the 80s though, so I have no memory of it, but definitely had an 80s mom. Oh, I got this upside down. Some of my favorite childhood memories is watching 80s movies with my parents. It was great bonding times. This nub was a little too large for me to ignore. And of course, obligatory, don't cut the way I just cut. Always have the blade going away from you, yada yada yada. Which is really good advice. Well, I appreciate that, William. I enjoy your content too. I usually watch all of your content if I don't comment. I know I comment on a lot of them, but sometimes I do forget to comment. But I try to always give a like and definitely give a watch. Okay, now we get to deal with the little guy in the spaceship. I don't know how well you can actually make it out, but there's actually a little guy in the cockpit right there. The few times that the kits being in a different language are concerning is when it gives you a whole line of warning right there, but doesn't mention a part. So I'm not even sure what they're warning me about. But that is an extremely rare thing. Can't believe I got that. It's that goat fuel. No, I'm kidding. This goat fuel is awesome though. I forgot a piece. Curses. Don't want to stress the plastic. So we'll use a tool. No one likes being stressed. How does it show that going in? I think it literally just shows up right there. So that's pretty odd, but sometimes having Gundam as a hobby kind of feels like having fishing as a hobby, where as you go you just keep procuring more and more random tools that are used for just like literally one task that look very similar to other tools you have, but you have to have it just to complete one specific thing. You don't technically have to have it, but it makes things easier. When I am done with this build though, I showed those two other things that I have to build one tonight of. I will put up a little poll and I'm going to take a quick break, and then whatever, if I get any votes, whatever wins, I will build. If I don't get any votes, I'll just vote randomly in my head. So both of the, it's 13 and 18. guess I should make sure. I think my phone's still on silent. Yeah, make sure I can hear Impy if she calls. This is a little bit loose for now, but once it gets a layer of paint on, it will be better, but it can be tilted upside down and be good for now. Alright, all we have left is the chest piece, and then we are done with this guy. I don't actually need this piece yet, but I like to get rid of runners where I can. Alright. Oh, actually I did need that piece. What do you know? Being this close to the end, I knew if I didn't need it now, though, it would definitely be coming up soon. Womp womp. I missed the piece. Definitely a critical piece. For kits that I'm sending people from now on, that I build myself, I'm going to start doing a process where I basically cement the pieces closed so that there's no risk of them falling apart or things like that, where I figured most people that I'm sending these to are not going to be doing further modifications. I usually don't do that for my own kit just because of in the future I might want to do more work on it. But I assume most people don't continue working on kits that other people have sent them. If it ever becomes an issue, we'll address it though, but I think a lot of people who want a kit made for them don't want to have to worry about it falling apart. So, if y'all have any opinions though, feel free to let me know. But I would be using Mr. Cement Deluxe. But it pretty much chemically adheres it like once it dries. Some people do this thing that they call seam removal, which I have not gotten into yet, but where they fully glue the kit where it's never going to be opened again, and then they'll actually sand it down to where it's a perfectly smooth, where you can't even see the, like right here, where you couldn't even see that there was a seam there whatsoever, which is cool. But sometimes the seams feel like the actual like panel lines from the anime itself, so I have a little bit of nostalgia for it. I think I did put this on backwards. I wouldn't be able to tell until that step right there. No, it was the right way. Am I looking at this diagram different, or? Oh yeah, I am. Okay. That could be easier if I put this on him. Definitely wouldn't want that happening once this is at its final destination. Alright, now we just have the guns for the Guntank. And this little fella is all done with the build. Alright. There's our guy. RX-75 Guntank. EFSF Prototype Long Range Support Mobile Suit. Not quite a Gundam, but pretty close. Alright, so for those on Twitch, I'm going to try to do a quick survey, or poll I should say. Let's see, I haven't done a poll before though. No, I accidentally stumbled upon it the other day. Changing my view real quick. Crate poll. Alright, so we'll do a quick 5-minute poll. And I'll leave the 3 options up here while I take a quick break. But we have this 3D crystal puzzle, the Cheshire Cat. We have Mr. Mime. And then our third option that I didn't mention is doing this nub work on Guntank. But I will be right back. I'm going to stretch real quick. And let me know what you think. Thank you for the votes we already have. We got 2.5 more minutes. Anyone else wants to weigh in? Alright, looks like Cheshire Cat is going to be our winner. I've had both of these for quite a while. This actually got at Five Below not long after the Detective Pikachu movie came out. And then, I think this might have been Hobby Lobby during a kit sale. For those who don't know, once a month, Hobby Lobby for a whole week will have 40% off of all their models. Alright. Definitely looks like Cheshire Cat won. Awesome. Thank you for those who voted. And then let's get into it. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit more of a clean workspace. It's gonna mess with my OCD. I need it right side up. This is just paint, by the way. It's not themed for October, I promise. Alright, so I'm assuming this is going to be a pretty quick thing. I've never done one of these before. Sorry, the lid is double layered, so I'm trying to figure out why. That's the instructions. It just says 28 pieces, have fun, go. I feel like I'm playing Wind Waker all over again. Alright, so that's some other things that they have. I hate to admit it, but Gundam has got me liking Hello Kitty. I don't have lots of Hello Kitty things, but I do have like 3 different Gundams that are Hello Kitty. Alright, so yeah, this is literally the instructions. Wish me luck. Oh, hello Mercury. I don't know when your message came through. My multi-chat thing is not showing it for some reason. But if you're still there, welcome Mercury. If I would have known you were there, I would have made the vote somehow work for YouTube as well. Alright. Let's make it where I can't hear myself talking. I hear that everyone hates hearing themselves talk, but if that's not true, I definitely hate hearing myself talk. Okay. So that looks like goes to his base. Looks like tail. I don't think that's a nostril. Oh man, what have I got myself into? I can clearly tell this goes up here though. Let's do the other big bag. I guess let's get all the pieces out. I'm gonna keep them separated by piles of which they came in though. I don't know what I was expecting as far as instructions go, but it was definitely more than that. paws. Found the nose. That's something. So it looks like after that there should be something that kind of looks like hair. Yeah. Got that and the tail. I'm guessing this goes to the tail though. I'll get there. And the tail goes on top like that. Oh wow, I really thought that this was going to be something a little more tame. Okay, there should be things that look like hands. I think that's what I'm gonna look for next. Although this... Anything else have that big circle cut out? I got that much as well. Okay. Found a kitty cat paw. Which I know for a fact goes like that. Okay, that has a really big gap there. There's not too many of these that are that size. I thought I was ending my stream on a nice chill puzzle, to be honest. No chill allowed. But since I've started this, I cannot not complete it. Oh, hey, there's actually little numbers on it. It doesn't help too much, because the only things that they tell what it equates is the stick, the face, and the nose, and the ears, but something that can go on. We'll put all the sort by size of this, I guess. I really don't know what to do next. Once I get going, I feel like it'll be easy, but oh wow, that's a really big one. That should be pretty unique. There we go. That's something. I'm gonna move the keyboard back out of the way. I got the nets layer, so I need to figure out what goes right there. Nice. What's that? whatever's this front paw thing should be pretty easy to figure out, I would think. Oh, I should be testing for that. This thing is definitely gonna get super glued together though. Whew. I'm not building this thing again. But I have a feeling once I put like a light under it, it's gonna be really cool looking. I guess I'll put Guntank interview, just so I don't have to update my title. peculiar. Man, this thing has me stumped so far. Something with a half circle, that would help. Some of these pieces feel like they should fit, but they don't. Okay, I got a little reverse building going on here. Okay, should still have a decent little chunk to go there. That goes there. How much space am I missing? I guess that should be bloating where it should be seen. This thing has me stumped. Okay, all the parts of the stripes are going to be outer back parts, or upper back parts, so let's find those. Okay, there's a piece. I need a piece in between.